Hello everyone, we have 32/3/1 set 1 of social science class 10. First question, view of Mahatma Gandhi, it was a pure soul force and the need to search for truth, the power of truth, and without seeking vengeance or being aggressive, a Satyagrahi could win the battle or any other relevant point. Second question, the major concerns of jute textile industry, stiff competition in the international market and competition from the synthetic fiber industry. Third question is, for this harmonious social life, the two conditions are: first, the majority should always work hand in hand with the minority and the interest of the minority should be preserved. And second is the minority, the rule by majority should never become the rule by majority community like language, group, religion, etc. The fourth question, the situation in which borrower pushes. This situation is a debt trap. You have to give the example where a farmer has to sell a part of his land to repay the loan as his crops have failed, so he has no income. So the next question. Fifth question, the first one will be narrow gauge and the second part will be broad gauge. Sixth question, the debate that took place in the World Trade Organization was because the developed countries have unfairly retained the trade barriers, whereas they are pushing the developing countries in not keeping the trade barriers. Thus, they are able to earn profits, especially in the agricultural sector. So, there is a debate taking place at the World Trade Organization for fairer rules. Second part, which is the or part, the steps taken by the central and state government. First is the special economic zones, which are very world-class facilities, and companies don't have to give their taxes for a minimum of 5 years. Also, liberalization of trade has helped in increasing foreign investment in India. And the third point is flexible labor laws also attract foreign companies to invest in India. Seventh is salt, because very high taxes were implemented on it, almost 200%, and it was a very essential food item consumed by the rich and poor alike. And the third is the government monopoly over its production, so it was one of the harshest phase of the British rule. For eighth question, democracy's ability to generate its own support, we have to explain how it is a representative government as it is elected by the people through elections, and how it is a legitimate government, legally accepted, how it is responsive and accountable to the citizens, and how the transparency of decision making is made. Ninth question, political parties have become omnipresent. We have to write the 5 features of the political parties because of which they are being widely accepted and are omnipresent in all the states, like allowing room to correct mistakes, dissolving conflicts, equality, promoting freedom and dignity of people. For the second part or the or part of the question, various reforms taken is: first, laws are present which control the internal democracy of the party. Then second is constitution was amended to make laws that MPs and MLAs do not indulge in defecation or changing parties. Women are given 1/3 of the seats, and elections can be state funded or funded by the election commission. And also there should be, all the members should be registered with the party properly, and affidavit should be filed before, so that giving property information of all the candidates and also the information of the criminal cases of the candidates. How are self-help groups building block? First we'll give the definition of self-help groups and their features, like they help women to become self-reliant, get loans for a wide variety of purposes, and other features. How does the credit vary substantially between formal and informal? We'll tell the formal have banks, cooperatives, informal have relatives, the interest rate difference between them. RBI supervises between the formal sector, where there's no sector or organization to supervise for the informal sector. There's collateral involved for the formal but not in informal. There's extensive documentation in formal but not in informal, and mainly the urban people take a lot of loans from the formal sector, whereas the rural people take a lot of loans from the informal sector. From here, the nation became a reality in people's minds. It's through the various fiction, folklore, song, popular prints, and all these played an important part in making the nation become a reality in the minds of the people and enhancing nationalism. How did nationalism capture people's imagination? It is partly through the experience of united struggles and also through a variety of cultural processes. For the third part, how did people belonging to different groups have a sense of collective belonging? First, through the experience of united struggle, also through the people's cultural processes, and then the history, fiction, folklore, and all these. And also you can write the symbols like Bharat Mata or the Indian flag. For question number 12, part 1, Sustainable development, it is a type of development where development should go on without damaging the environment and also preserving the resources for the future generation. Idea behind the ISO certification is for the environment management system 14001. It is to preserve the natural environment and resources. Examine the proactive approach. We have to write any 2 points on these. And 13th question, part A, the place where Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place, it was Amritsar. And for the next 3 questions, you can refer to the NCERT. Thank you.